We are live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another season of the Sideline Study Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm sure you guys have all missed the NFL season as we have. And wow, it was not too long ago. We just saw friggin' Tom Brady win another goddamn Super Bowl. Yeah, it's still every year. What now? He's won like 3 out of 4 years of the past Super Bowls. Every goddamn year, he pisses me off. Okay,
What's part of him winning? I'm like, come on.
I just want somebody else to get a chance. That's why I was so happy with the Eagles finally beating him when they went to the Super Bowl. That was one of my favorite things.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, welcome everybody. We are live on the YouTube app, and we're also saving this as a replay. So anybody checking out the replay, thank you very much for listening to the Sideline Study Podcast. So first of all, I might as well get this out of the way. There's going to be a lot of changes with this year for the Sideline Study. I wanted to go with a different direction of how I want the show to be run and everything like that. First of all, the show is going to be run on Hey You Productions. That's the YouTube channel. If anybody wants to check them out, just look up Hey You Productions on YouTube under the search thing. You can find Hey You Productions, and you can also go check out the bonus content on Patreon at patreon.com/HeyYouProductions, where we're going to be posting a lot of behind-the-scenes footage and stuff. Maybe for the Sideline Study this year, we're going to put out some monthly articles or something like that. Very, very different method that I want to try and do this year for the Sideline Study. We might be even going back to putting out some podcasts on iTunes and Spotify. So thank you very much, Daniel, who's checking us out on YouTube right now. It's been a hot minute.
I agree, Dan. It's been a hot minute. I guess your teeth should be pretty good this year again. So
the new season that's going to be happening. So once again, I'm just going to quickly just mention some stuff on here. So just like last year, we are going to do a prizes for the picks this year. So anybody that is going to be part of the audience, make sure you be part of the picks this season. So get your NFL picks to us every week, and make sure you're going to be part of a prize. So we're gonna have first prize. First place. I think we're gonna go with either a sweater or 2 T-shirts. I think we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get a brand new design from a graphic designer who Sarah's actually checked out. I'm not sure if you checked out some of her work.
Yeah, I followed her and stuff. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's got some. She does a lot of graphic design and that. So she's gonna make some. She's gonna make us a Tecmo Bowl style stuff. So
nice.
yeah. So there's going to be a lot of different graphics coming up, and then so she's going to make a new logo for us for the Sideline Study for the T-shirt and that. So first place will be able to get one of those T-shirts or a sweater. I think we're going to do that. We got Dan saying, "I hope so" for his team. Yeah. So just make sure you guys are all part of the picks this year. There's probably so much that we need to get into. So let's get that out of the way. The picks are still going to be here this year. We're going to keep track. So first place, second place, and third place are all going to get prizes. So make sure you come here weekly for the Hey You. This is the Hey You Productions channel. This is for now on where the Sideline Study is going to be hosted. Also, we're using StreamYard right now. So this is like a free service that I wanted to try out to see if it works, and it looks like it's fine. So it looks like it
works great. Yeah.
I've been checking out StreamYard for a couple of years now, ever since the Google I don't know what FaceTime or something I can't even remember what Google had. It was their chat thing, but ever since that's been gone, I've been looking for something different. StreamYard seems to be the way to go. So I think we might be using this going forward. I'm still messing around with stuff. Anyways, all right. So other than that, we're also gonna try throughout the year bring on some interns. So anybody out there who is an NFL fan that wants to talk about for a couple minutes on our show about weekly news about what's going on with their team's training or anything like that, what's going on with camp, what's going on with basically an intern insider. If you guys want to do have you guys always wanted to report about your team? Make sure you give us a shout here so you can be part of the show, and maybe throughout the season we'll check up on you each week how the teams are doing, kind of thing. So that's one of my ideas that I'd like to have. If you guys want to always have that dream of being a reporter for your own NFL team, make sure you give us a shout, and we'll try and get you on the Sideline Study. That's something different.
Can come on and talk about his Chiefs if you want. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, anybody that wants to talk NFL, please make sure you just tell everybody about us, because that's what we come in here to do. We just chat and talk football with everybody, and I want to try and meet as many new NFL fans as possible this year, because one of the favorite things to do is actually introduce somebody new to the NFL. I don't know. Have you, Sarah, do you come across people that don't even watch the NFL and then you introduce them?
Yeah, I actually introduced my nephew. He's 10, he's 10. And he'll come and sit and watch with me sometimes when I see him every once in a while. And now he loves it. He's he follows the Packers, but that's because my brother's a fan.
So your brother's a Packer fan. He just basically, the roll along game, or the train wagon. I guess that's what they call it, the train wagon. Maybe you should get him into being a Colts fan or something like that. Maybe just
I'll let him stay, because my brother will be mad if he converts to a Packer from a Colts fan.
There are some people that do convert halftime when they are a new sports fan. They'll be no, they'll be a hidden closet fan. You know what I mean? Because I know some. That fan, but I really want. The Browns are so bad, but I want to cheer for them so bad. You know what I mean? You come across those fans, and then once the Browns actually do good, they come out as full fans, kind of thing. So,
no, my friend that's from Ohio used to, she lives in Florida now. She's been a Browns fan since the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Daniel says, I'm going to try not to hype up my Chiefs this year. I'm looking for a good season. Well, the Chiefs, they're always the threat. Nothing's changed with the Chiefs, right? They still got that team. I don't think they're missing anybody, are they?
Well, they cut Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz from their offensive line.
Okay, well, yeah, the offensive line is probably the biggest thing that was the change for that, right? So,
now Eric Fisher's with the Colts, so.
Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see how the Kansas City offensive line does this season, and so I'm not sure if they got a new offensive lineman in that, but
they did. They got Kyle Long. Howie Long's son came out of retirement. They signed with them.
He had to sign somebody out of retirement.
Yep, and then they got Joe Tooney from the formerly of the Patriots.
Oh, okay. Well, if they have to sign somebody out of retirement, that kind of worries me, because you got all this young roster and that, and you just cut some of the best offensive linemen, then you got to bring somebody out of retirement.
He was a good left tackle. I don't know why they cut him.
Former number 1 pick, right? But
and now he's on with the Colts.
So we'll have to see how that Kansas City running game and the offensive linemen. So basically, the linemen are the ones to watch in preseason to see how they hold up protecting the quarterback, right? So
right.
So there's and we have much that we want to try and get into, so we might as well get into it, because there was much that happened this weekend, including a preseason game. But first of all, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a couple of places like Zone. that has been in contact with us. If you guys don't mind. If you are a Canadian out there that wants to watch the NFL, including the NFL Red Zone channel and all the NFL 2021 games this year, go check out the DAZN Sports game. It's an app. I watch the games on the app. I get tongue twisted all the time with stuff. It's one of the leading brands when it comes to live sports, including the NFL, MLB Network, boxing, Premier League, esports, and more. If you're looking for a sports app on your PlayStation that you can just watch the NFL, any game, anytime, this is the app for you. It's very simple. Just pay about $130 a yearly service for a year's worth of unlimited sports coverage. Check out DAZN right now and sign up now to start watching. It's absolutely great app. I've been using it for a few years, guys. And if you're in the States, I know the DAZN app does not get the NFL in the States, but there's an easy solution for that. It's called a VPN. So you can just apply for a VPN on like a Surfshark. I think is a popular one out there. You can use on your phone. You can use it on your consoles or anything like that. All it is you just switch the IP address of United States to Canada, and boom, you as an American can watch DAZN on the NFL's DAZN app that's in Canada, kind of thing. It's technology is great right now. So I want to thank DAZN for all their great service that they've done for me for the past few years. If you guys want to support the show, myself and Sarah here, you can guys go support us on Patreon at patreon.com/HateYouProductions. You can guys go check out all the behind the scenes footage that hopefully we're going to be covering this year, from maybe a monthly news article that we can talk about a subject or something like that. You guys can sponsor the show yourself, just there to support us, kind of thing. If also the other way of doing it, you can also make sure you guys go follow us on our social media, on my Twitch account, because YouTube are being assholes these days. Right, Sarah?
Yeah.
And you can get a t-shirt, just a t-shirt at belowthecollar.com/HeyYouProductions. Now we got all the sponsorships and intros out there. Let's get into some football talk, shall we, Sarah? All right.
Yeah, we shall.
First thing we need to talk about. So the first thing we need to talk about is the NFL Hall of Fame. There was right, Sarah? Did you get a chance to watch anything at all?
I watched the entire 2 days of the. The speeches were incredible. They were really good. All of them were really good speeches.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my favorite from night one, like there was probably 4 of them that I really liked the most, was Bill Cowers, Jimmy Johnson. That's my buddy John. By the way.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sarah. Oh, that's John. Okay. He says, hi, Sarah. There you go. You're just
Steve
in time.
Steve Atwaters was really good. Isaac Bruce. And probably my other favorite was Troy Polamalu. I think all 4 of those guys were really good speeches from night one.
It was so if you guys are unaware, when it comes to the NFL Hall of Fame this year, because of last year they missed out. They had 2. That's
my buddy Max from Canada.
You got thanks everybody for joining the Sideline Study here tonight. So they on Saturday they covered the 2020 class. On Sunday they covered the 2021 class. Let me just quickly get the. I
loved when Peyton Manning roasted Tom Brady. That was a great speech. That was funny. I started dying.
Well, we'll start off with the Saturday induction for 2020. So we had Steve Atwater. Most of these most of these inductions mostly went to the Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers from those eras and that. So it was a big Steelers and Cowboys weekend, right? So.
Yep.
So we had for 2020 class, we had Steve Atwater, very famous, Isaac Bruce from the Rams
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, that was a great team back then. Steve Hutchinson.
Probably one of the best linemen ever, Steve Hutchinson.
I think I pronounced this right. Edgerrin James.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
And then we had Troy Palmol, obviously one of the most beloved NFL players we all know.
One of the best safeties ever.
One of the best safeties
ever.
I think also one of three. I'm not sure what his background is, but I think he's one of three players to be inducted in the Hall of Fame when it comes to his culture.
Like Samoan, Pacific Islander.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I think he's the one of three Samoans now, I think. We also had Bill Cowher.
I absolutely love Bill Cowher. Like, he's just class.
You two are amazing. Thank you, Scott. And we also had Jimmy Johnson.
I love Jimmy Johnson. That was a good speech too. He was choking up. It was just his motions were amazing.
Well, not for this episode. Maybe next episode we'll do like a join in the cast right now. But this one we got we've got a lot that we need to cover on this episode and that. But thank you so much for joining us. If you guys are just going to stick around, we've got a lot that we need to cover and we need to get back. We need to get our wheels back. We've been away.
Yeah, right? We've been away forever.
Right? Okay, the wheels are squeaky right now. We need to put that WD-40 back on, get things rolling properly, right?
He likes the Eagles. My friend John does too.
Oh, okay. He's an Eagles fan. We all know. Yep. We all know Rayshawn. He's an Eagles fan too.
Oh, I know. He loves them Eagles too.
Okay. So who else we got? We got Jimmy Johnson, Steve Sable, very famous. Steve Sable, one probably the person that created the NFL Network, right? NFL Films. That's
yep.
Yeah. So
he's clever to do it.
Yeah, he's in there. George Young. I think, and then Paul Tagliabue. Yeah, Tagliabue. I think. Okay, so that's your 2020 class.
One of the best commissioners ever. Like, so much better than Goodell. Like,
I think what for the Colts?
No, he was the NFL commissioner.
Oh, that's right. He was the commissioner. Okay. I think it was the Colts. I thought he coached the Colts. But anyways, 2021 class on Sunday, we had Drew Pearson.
Well deserved. About time.
Some of these guys don't even get in for 16 years or something like that, right?
Another guy, Tom Flores, well deserved. Best Raiders coach. Best Raiders coach ever.
And best hair. I gotta say, that head, that mantle, that they got that hairdo correct. He had some great hair back then. Peyton Manning.
Oh that's my buddy. That's my fave there.
I've literally watched Peyton Manning in his first year when I was a kid growing up, and you can just I remember him slinging it so far.
He just has the love for the game. That's one thing I like about him. He has the passion for that game, and he still does. Like, he wants to make the sport a better sport, and you could tell in just his speech, it was just incredible.
It really what's here. I'm going to hop off. Is good. Okay, well. Thanks, Daniel, for joining on, but make sure you guys stick around for the replay and everything like that. And we are going to be doing picks this year, so make sure you guys come back each week, get your picks in, and you can be part of a prize and everything like that. This person's enjoying the live stream.
That's my buddy Max. He's funny.
Well, thank you guys, everybody. I'm going to hop up. It's good to see you guys. Thank you very much, Daniel, for popping in.
Have a good night.
Yeah, we've all right. So who else do we got to get to? Sorry, I keep sliding my.
John Lynch, the next guy.
Okay, John Lynch. What can you say about John? He's who knows?
He's one of the best GMs still. I think him and he's a good GM too. He's done a good job as well.
Yeah, legendary for that Bucks team back then as a safety.
And the Broncos, too. He did really good for the Broncos, too, for those few seasons he played with them.
Yeah. Next, Calvin Johnson. Amazing.
Oh, Megatron. I love that guy.
Amazing. This guy, I still think he can still play in the league. And
You know what he's doing now? He's actually doing like medical marijuana like help, for people.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like,
if there's anybody that we can want to bring on a guest, it's me smoking weed with Calvin Johnson. Okay, let's make that goddamn it. Calvin Johnson, please come and smoke weed on Sideline Study and talk football. Because, man, I really wish that players could just do that and chill out and just talk football. But no, NFL is just too butt. All right, next we got Al Faneca.
Yeah, it was cool. His story, like he had epilepsy. Like it was just awesome just hearing his speech and like what he overcame in his life. It was just incredible. Like I thought his presenter was pretty, like their best friends, Hines Ward and him. So I thought that was kind of fitting, to have him present him.
Mm-hmm. It was a very nice speech by him. And Charles Woodson, one of the best.
Oh gosh, my best corner of all, one of the best corners of all time.
He's definitely going to be up there for one of the greatest of all time, Charles Woodson.
Him and Deion Sanders are probably the best two corners ever.
Yeah, man. There's so many. Like Darrelle Revis, I'm throwing him into the mix, but
I mean, he probably would go to the Hall of Fame. Darrelle Revis based off like what he's done.
Darrelle Revis is not like the best of all time. I still think. I still think it's probably
the best one now is probably like Jalen Ramsey is probably one of your better corners by far.
Yeah, it's too bad it's the dicks. They're the good people these days.
You know who doesn't get a lot of credit and it's a shutdown nickel corner is Kenny Moore from the Colts. He does not get the credit he deserves sometimes.
Well, how many years has he been in the league?
Like 5 years, and he was undrafted. The Patriots cut him. The Colts pick him up, and like boom, he took it off for the Colts.
Well, we'll find out this season because I've never even heard of him. Let's see if he makes an impact for the team. Because I'm sure there's going to be an entirely new season with a bunch of new players on everybody's team, right? Like there was a lot of off-season moves. It's like Sam Bradford or Sam Darnold. I didn't know. No, Sam Darnold's now playing in Carolina. You got Matt Stafford
in Denver now. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, and then you got Matt Stafford, now the quarterback for the Rams. Jared Goff. You got
Carson Wentz with the Colts.
Yes, the Carson Wentz with the Colts. You got Jared Goff now
with the Lions. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a crazy year.
And then you got the new quarterbacks coming in, like Trevor Lawrence and like Zach Wilson and all those guys too. So yeah, and who knows? Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo might get benched for Trey Lance here shortly.
Yeah, we'll have to find out how that works out. But from what Jimmy Garoppolo has been looking like, it seems like he's going to be fine. But let's get more into so here. Let's break down some news I've just been catching up on. So the NFL officials are going to strictly enforce taunting violations this year for 2021. 2 taunting violations will result in an automatic ejection with fines and suspensions also in play.
They're making the game not fun to watch. Like if it's taunting. You have to taunt your opponents every once in a while.
Well, some of these things, like here's the biggest thing. Remember that big issue at the end of the game with the Titans game. All right, I
remember that with Cortland Finnegan, and I remember that.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm wondering.
Dream on, John. Dream on. The Eagles ain't gonna beat the Colts.
I'm just catching up with the chat here. Cowboys and Colts this year, Eagles. You guys
They're funny. They crack me up. They're like,
we're all here to talk football, right? So yeah, so like I think one of these things, obviously, one of the biggest issues and like the debacles that we had at the end of the game, somebody would do like a run thing to the center and try and like stomp on the middle logo or something like that, right? So I'm just wondering if they already have a taunting violation inside the game, and then when the game is done, they get a taunting violation after the game. So does that go towards an automatic suspension? Or is that after the game going to be completely different and they just suspend a person or something like that if they just like disrespect the logo?
Yeah, I mean, they need to have more clarification on that rule, like how that's going to happen, at the end. So who knows what the NFL is doing.
So this is going to be very so I'm guessing the celebrations and that they're still going to do in the end zones and that, but it's more like the on the field after plays when they try and do like their little like I don't know whatever their little signatures or whatever they try and do, and if like if somebody tries to like take the ball, if somebody interceptions tries to take the ball and then wipe their butt with the ball, okay?
Yeah, that would be considered taunting or something, That would be.
Some dumbass for the Jets did that. I can't remember who it was, but
I know. Yeah, I just can't think what his name is. But
I can't remember. It was a running back or something like that. What an idiot! I hate that guy. So I don't know. But ever since then, it's just like that's taunting or something. They'll throw if you get two of something stupid like that, you're out of the game.
Right?
Yeah, something like that. All right. So that's one thing they're going to be enforcing this year. For other news with Buffalo, Josh Allen, the quarterback, has re-signed with Buffalo for a 6-year contract extension worth $258 million. Holy!
He deserved it, though. He's outplayed his contract.
He's up there with Patrick Mahomes now.
I know.
This keeps going goddamn up and up and up and up. No wonder
these probably going to be the next one that's going to get paid. He's going to be the next one.
These people are coming out of retirement. Kurt Warner is, after 10 years, saying, "Give me 1 year worth $20 million or something like that." Just got.
I heard that.
I swear, man. Like some of these players. Then who wants to watch without that? The taunts in that. I think they're a little behind with the chat there. But yeah, anyways, but he's now Josh Allen. Now he's making $43 million per year now. Holy shit!
Yep.
And this is
but the market talks.
This is United States dollars that we're talking about, people. Okay, so if you cross the border to Canada, that's like almost $100 million. That's a lot of maple syrup. Okay? You could buy a maple syrup factory with all that money probably up here.
Right?
Oh my God. That is crazy. But anyways, yeah, it's ridiculous how much money they're making right now. Anyways, but yeah, he definitely does deserve it. So that means he's going to be with the team for at least 8 years to come for the Buffalo Bills. They have their franchise QB now.
Yeah, he's definitely franchise. Like he's done a terrific job for him. Actually, I give him a lot of credit.
Now they just need to keep building around him, kind of thing. He's got some great pieces right now, obviously, with the one of the best wide receivers right now.
Yeah,
yeah, and then they just need to protect him. Okay, and we've seen Josh Allen in the playoffs, right? And they choke sometimes, I gotta say. So they just got to get over.
Like Colts in the first round of the playoffs, but with a almost 40-something-year-old quarterback in Philip Rivers.
Yeah, and then the year before that, he went to the playoffs, and then they didn't even get any points that year or something like that. I think
something like that.
He ran backwards. I can't remember that play in the playoffs where he ran backwards and they lost 30 yards or something like that. That was ridiculous. Anyway, so he's re-signed with the Buffalo Bills for at least 8 years. So that's until 2028. So they have their franchise QB down the road.
Yep.
New Orleans, let's go over there. Wide receiver Michael Thomas apparently wants to be traded from New Orleans.
I heard that. I heard he's not happy down there.
Apparently, from what I heard, he was ghosting. He was ghosting for months the New Orleans Saints organization from his phone. So
I heard that. Yeah.
So for months, he was not taking any phone calls. Apparently, he just wants to be traded. Wow. So no more Drew Brees. You bring in a couple of quarterbacks. I'm guessing. What does this mean? Like, does he not trust his QBs?
Yeah, something must not be right. You know who would be really smart to pick up Michael Thomas? And I really wish my Colts would pick him up because he would be really good in Indianapolis.
I was thinking you were saying say that for a second.
So, because you would have Michael Pittman, you would have T.Y. Hilton, you would have Michael Thomas. That would be perfect.
But
perfect.
You have Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but he's
you can't have the quarterbacks fighting. You got Carson Wentz. You bring in another guy, so you got a quarterback debacle then, right? Who's a quarterback that needs one right now? Other than probably Washington, right? That's Washington. They got a 17-year quarterback. Fitzpatrick is still in the goddamn league.
I know.
This guy, Ryan Fitzpatrick, now is playing 17 years, and he has no problem playing in the preseason.
Crazy is like Miami should have never got rid of him because I'm telling you, Miami should never have gotten rid of Fitzpatrick because I'm telling you, Tua is not that good.
Maple syrup factory is only worth 5,000 United States dollars. Oh man, that's a lot of that's like 15 grand here in Canada or something like that. Anyways, but yeah. So what else do we miss?
Now we're going to Miami.
He wants out. There are. What's that?
Is it Miami Xavier?
Oh yeah. Oh. Yes. Okay, so some more for new quarterback Xavier Howard was dealing with a little bit of an issue with the Miami Dolphins. He wouldn't. I guess they were having some contract issues, but now they have resolved their issues. And quarterback Xavier Howard gets his contract restructured. I think for around $3 million in incentives or something like that. So
yeah.
He gets a little bit more money. He is one of the best corners that just came out right now. He's still young, right? So I think he was rookie of the year.
Xavier Howard. I really like him actually a lot.
Mm-hmm. So he is definitely an upcoming cornerback that we need to keep an eye on. So good on the Dolphins for locking him down. And other than that, that's pretty much some basic. I guess your Indianapolis Colts news.
Yep. I can tell you this one. Darius Leonard got a 5-year contract extension, $52.5 million guaranteed. Mm-hmm. And he's the highest paid inside linebacker in the National Football League. Oh, and we also re-signed Braden Smith, our right tackle, to a 4-year contract extension, $72 million.
Oh, sorry, throw from water. Well, that's good that the Colts are locking down some key pieces that they need. Darius Leonard. You
know who's next? Nyheim Hines and Quentin Nelson. They're the next few.
They're the next ones that they're going to be signing. Well, the Hines, they need that can still run the ball, right? So
yeah, he's been really good for us. So I'm like, I wouldn't mind.
And you got Jonathan. You guys got Jonathan Taylor for what, another 3 years or something like that?
Yeah.
So as long as you got somebody backing up Jonathan Taylor.
Marlon Mack re-signed back for another year too.
I guess he's more of a safety blanket more than anything.
Yeah.
It's amazing how some of these these football players, you got to realize, everybody, they don't have like a 10-year guarantee in the league. All right. Some of these NFL players only last like 3 to 4 years sometimes. Sometimes they don't even get through their rookie contracts, and then next year they can't even play on a team, kind of thing. It's very limited. So it's Marlon Mack a couple of years ago. He's like the starter for the Indianapolis Colts, right?
Right.
And it's amazing. A couple of years later, where he is. So.
And they got him on the cheap too. Like they only paid him a 1-year, $2 million contract.
It's amazing how quickly you can see these football players go from having been stars to automatically just dropping off. Well, one of those fine examples, Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley was a star, right, for the Rams.
Oh yeah.
Goes to Atlanta, nothing. doesn't do much for the team at all. So it's just. You can see how quickly you go from a star into a nobody. And then once you go a couple of years being a nobody, you lose your spot. And it's hard to get back. It really is hard to bounce back. I mean, one of the only persons I know that's been able to do it is probably Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
You know? I think he's still even in the league. So
yeah, I think so.
But he's not the speedster he was back in the day.
Randall Cobb got traded too back to Green Bay.
Randall Cobb?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Not too long ago, about 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's the stipulation that Aaron Rodgers said he wanted Randall Cobb back with the team, and he would stay 1 more year, and then the Packers were actually going to let him go after this upcoming season. They're just going to let him go.
Oh, okay. Facts. Right, John. Break it down. It's just a player doesn't last that long, right? So
they really don't.
And
my friend only lasted like 7 or 8 years in the league because his knees are all messed up. So
that's another thing, man. Like an NFL player, your body gets really banged up when you get an ACL tear or something like that.
Well, he had 3, like Jesus. 3 of them. I'm like, but Bob Sanders, right? The former defensive player of the year for the Colts, the safety, the one in the Super Bowl back.
Sorry, you're cutting in that.
So Bob Sanders, the safety, is a buddy of mine, and yeah.
And you have a lot of Colts buddies.
Yeah.
Sorry. It looks like your buddies are actually having Tom Brady should retire, somebody says.
Facts.
Wait, well, he just won another Super Bowl. But yeah, we all wish that he could retire so he could stop winning Super Bowls, right? I was thinking his time was over 10 years ago. I thought that was it. This is the last year. He only had like 3 Super Bowls, but no, 10 years later, he gets another 4 and one on another team. God damn it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So Indianapolis, we covered Darius Leonard. College news. I guess we got to talk about one of the legends.
Yeah, Bobby Bowden, one of the best college coaches ever.
Never coached in the NFL.
Never coached in the NFL, but had the second most wins in college football history. And he died, unfortunately, at the age of 91.
That's he will be remembered by many as a legend in the sport of football. I heard many stories that the NFL panel was telling on Sunday about him and that. So it was
Sanders. He coached Derek Brooks. He coached a lot of those guys in college.
Yeah. So
look what they became. It's like.
College Corner is going to be different for us this year because I don't really watch college out here in Canada. I mean, first of all, I don't watch college football because it's usually the same team every 4 years in a row.
Yeah, Alabama.
See, yeah, so it's like, you got all these different colleges and everything like that, but honestly, it just comes down to whoever buys the richest players. In my opinion, if you have the money, you bring the best talent to your school, and then that's who usually wins every year. So I don't really but maybe this year I got to get more into college, and maybe this year some other team will win instead of Alabama or LSU.
Who knows? Or Clemson. Clemson's pretty good all the time too lately.
Penn State has been the best football team. Well, Sarah probably knows way more football than I do. So
yeah,
so I just want to ask about that.
Yeah, Penn State's good. They have a good program.
That's where Jonathan Taylor came from, right? Penn State?
No, he went to Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else then. I don't know who
Saquon Barkley went to Penn State.
That's probably who I'm thinking of. Yeah,
and Chris Godwin too. He went to Penn State as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think that we covered everything so far. Other than that, we can quickly recap the preseason game that happened last week for the Hall of Fame game. It was between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas Cowboys, one of the best teams from those eras back in the day. So, we got people are still talking. Yes, Clemson Tigers. Yeah, see, I'm tired of those teams winning. I want Oregon Ducks to win it or something like that.
Yeah, Oregon. Oregon's good.
You got the Max is a Georgia Bulldog fan this year as well. So the game, I think the game happened on Thursday. It was the final score was 16-3 for the Steelers. I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch the game at all?
Yeah, it was kind of sloppy at some points in the game.
It was a really sloppy game, right? I was
impressed with Mason Rudolph, though. He did fantastic in that game.
It was from what I saw, everybody's got to adjust back to the normal settings of a crowd and everything like that around, right? So it's great to have the atmosphere back of what football is all about.
Exactly.
Girls are horrible. But what other players stick out for you other than Mason Rudolph? He was
Najee Harris. He did pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Haskins wasn't bad. Their other quarterback wasn't bad. Dwayne Haskins wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm. Dwayne Haskins, yeah, he played a little bit in the game. I think Mason Rudolph went 6 for 9. I think that was the completion rate for him. Chase Claypool, I saw him drop a few balls out there, so that kind of worries me, especially in preseason. But that is Mason Rudolph that was throwing to him, right? So
yeah,
that did concern me to have seen, but he did put up some numbers. I think he caught 3 balls for 60 yards or something like that for Chase Claypool.
I like Chase Claypool. I think he.
So I guess the chemistry, I'm guessing, was probably just between Rudolph and Claypool about the miscommunication with that one. So Najee Harris obviously is the big name that they wanted to try and hype up for the Pittsburgh Steelers coming out of the draft. They're expecting him to be a 3-down back. So from what I saw, I need to see a little bit more from Najee Harris for more of an impact, right? Didn't see as much as I hoped from Najee Harris. So hopefully week 2 we'll get to see a little bit more from him in that one.
I agree.
And going forward, I think what we're going to do each week here for the sidelines, each going to give offensive player of the week and defensive player of the week, so a little awards kind of thing. And we're going to pick our top 3 stars of the week each for the panel this year. So it's like in hockey, if you guys, as a Canadian here, at the end of the game, in hockey, they have 3 stars, right? So we're going to do that for the Sideline Study this year after the week's over. We're going to give our 3 stars of the week of whoever our favorite players of the week are.
Me and Max like our hockey, too. We love hockey, too. I was watching the whole Stanley Cup playoffs. I was just getting into it. It was so good.
Tampa Bay winning back-to-back championships just pisses me off, kind of thing.
I wanted Montreal to win, actually. So.
I got my Montreal shirt just right over there that I was wearing for that Stanley Cup. Actually, my Montreal Canadiens shirt I have here is actually a PK Subban shirt from when.
Oh wow!
So if you guys are unaware, PK Subban used to go a lot to Montreal and did a lot of stuff for Just for Laughs, which is a comedy festival here in Canada. So he's very involved with comedy wise as well. So PK Subban.
Yeah, my friend Max is a season ticket holder for the.
Oh God, Max!
He's a Canadiens fan. He's a season ticket holder.
Hopefully, it was like a small TV, like a little 19-inch or something like that.
No, it was like a 50-something-inch TV.
So you need to go to Walmart on Black Friday, get a bunch of those little TVs, all right, and just like put a big Target thing right there on.
Yeah, get one of those 32-inch ones or something that are $89 or something. Just get a bunch of them.
Yes, hockey. Yeah, I watch a little bit of hockey here and there. You hate Tampa as well? Yeah, just the Lightning. I just hate it as a hockey team name. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the color gray on jerseys. All right, the color gray sucks.
They got a new team starting this year, the Seattle Kraken.
This is not gray. This is charcoal. Don't judge.
Seattle Kraken start this year, the new hockey team. So
yes, Seattle does have a new hockey team this year, and they picked like 3/4 of their team all over 6 feet tall. So friggin', they're gonna have the Eiffel Towers basically as their team name now. They call themselves the Seattle Kraken, but they're friggin' like tall as hell, like Eiffel Towers, in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
I got Montreal Max Domi. Oh yeah, Max Domi. All right. Well, we're getting a little bit off topic here with some hockey talk here. We got to go back into some football talk. All right. All right. So we let's go into the upcoming games for preseason week 1. All right. We got a lot of games we are looking forward to. We start off with Thursday games coming up in a few days. First is Washington football team against the New England Patriots. Just your thoughts going into each game.
I'm going to Washington. Heck with New England. I cannot stand the New England Patriots. I will never like them, even if it's not Tom Brady playing on the dang team.
Okay, so Washington, they are going to have Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's he's 17 years old.
Fitz magic.
Fitz magic. Oh, they're still talking hockey, I think, in the chat there. What was that? I love Montreal Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets back in the day. Oh, nice. They got the 2 brothers for D. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little bit lost right now. Okay, let's get back into some football talk here. So Fitzpatrick is going to be playing after 17 years in the league. Heineke, I think he's going to get some playing time in this one. They should give him some playing time.
Heineke did pretty good for them actually last year. I was pretty impressed.
Mm-hmm. And we I think we're still going to see a little bit of Chase Young, Montez Sweat. That is somebody that you guys got to keep an eye out as well. Chase Young and Montez Sweat, I think, are a fine deal.
That defense is really good for Washington. They don't get the credit that they deserve, but their defense is really good.
One of the best defenses right now out there. So your eye out for those guys. Chase Young and Montez Sweat as a duo out there on the line. It is beast. Yeah, it's going to be great. So New England, I think we're going to see a little bit of Matt Jones. That's going to be interesting to see a little bit of him.
And probably Cam. Probably we'll see him a driver too, you know.
They'll probably mix it up in between the two. I don't think they've given an answer on like who's going to be starting yet. So it's going to be interesting for that one. Now we don't really have to like go with picks, I guess, for these. So these are just preseason, and like half of it, they don't really count. You know, maybe we'll just have a little fun with what we want to see. Maybe for shits, because like you can't predict. I'm gonna pick this team, and then all of a sudden half the team gets swapped out and it's an entirely different team, and they all stink in the second quarter or something like that. So
yeah, that happens. That's the preseason for you.
So these preseason ones, we can give little fun picks in that, but obviously they don't really matter or anything like that. So next game we got here is the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Any thoughts on that one?
I like Pittsburgh. I think that they look a better team. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts at all. They have Flacco. Their quarterback situation is awful in Philadelphia.
Sorry, Ray Sean. But first of all, hopefully that NFC East league just steps their game up this year.
Yeah, I could see Washington and Dallas maybe stepping up, this year, but
it is embarrassing.
Or even the Giants. The Giants could step up really good because they did pretty well this offseason too.
It was so laughable to me that a 6-10 team almost went into the goddamn playoffs.
Yeah, or something. Yeah,
they got so goddamn lucky they lost that game, because if they won and they were a 6-10 team going into the playoffs, that's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. I agree.
Okay, you gotta fix that. But we have seen some miracles like the Seattle Seahawks with Marshawn Lynch with that beast run against the Saints when that stuff happens. I think they're still talking hockey in there.
Oh God, guys, stop talking.
The Eagles are gonna put Pittsburgh to shame. Yeah, because Eagles, I got to see what they can do this year. They got to that whole division needs to step their game up this year. But injuries with that front line, I think that was a big factor for them last year. So let's see if they are going to be healthy this year. I think that's one thing that's very important for the Eagles. They got to be healthy. I'm with Sarah. Oh, nice. Okay, well. And you guys can give your fun little picks in the chat below if you guys want to just name anything when we go through each game kind of thing. Okay, Tennessee versus Atlanta. Julio Jones goes against his former team.
Yeah, I think the Titans are going to be pretty decent this year, actually.
This is very interesting. My buddy TAC is a Titans fan, and
I think that was a good pickup for the Titans, because you got to think they lost, Johnny Smith, they lost Corey Davis. They had to do something to replace one of the two.
Them losing Corey Davis and them getting Julio Jones, I think, is the hugest.
Yeah, it's a huge
upgrade. Goddamn amazing. I think it's goddamn amazing that Julio Jones
AJ Brown is the most.
AJ Brown.
As much as I hate the Titans, AJ Brown is a really good receiver that does not get his credit that he deserves.
He's definitely one of the best wide receivers out there, but that is a huge upgrade in my opinion. Going from Corey Davis to Julio Jones, I think that's a huge damn upgrade. Now, the only thing is Julio Jones needs to stay healthy. That's the big factor with him, right?
Right.
So he needs to make sure he plays a full season healthy, and he's not probably.
If he doesn't, that's not going to be good for the Titans on their offense.
And he doesn't have the speed like he used to. So he's going to be the number 2 there. AJ Brown's the number 1. They know that. So Julio Jones, he's just going to know his role. Get maybe a couple defenders, double team him, big guy kind of thing that can open up the field for Tannehill to make better decisions when more open guys out there, right? So That's why I feel that Julio Jones is going to be part. He's going to be more of a guy that can have 2 guys on him and can help clear the field for Tannehill kind of thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Next we got.
Who cares about the Detroit Lions? Who cares? Sorry, Trev.
Buffalo versus Detroit. I'm not really who's Detroit going to be looking forward to? I mean, we're going to see what is Jared Goff going to be playing a little bit this year or in the game, or I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it's the backups that are going to be playing in that game.
I think it is important for Jared Goff to get like a few reps in, maybe a drive.
Maybe
or
they'll do
something
like a drive or something, not too much or whatever.
They probably need one drive with him to start like setting him up how the offense is run and everything like that. So maybe just a drive will start him off in this game because he's probably going to get more playing time in the third or fourth game kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, not too much that we need to mention about the Detroit and Buffalo game. Miami and Chicago. I guess Tua Tagovailoa is probably the guy to probably watch for the Miami Dolphins. It's probably going to get more playing time, right?
Yeah, and then it's Andy Dalton probably is going to get a drive or two with the Chicago Bears.
Now, the biggest thing that people want to see from Chicago is Justin Fields.
Exactly.
Justin Fields is the person they want to see in that one. And there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of excitement around this kid. There's a lot.
He could be the real deal. I think he really could be the real deal for them. I think they might have a good quarterback if they can develop him and he will do really well.
With that defense still pretty strong, if he can just keep his composure, not make too many rookie mistakes this year, you could see them as a wild card.
You really could. Chicago could be.
Now that they have that extra spot in the playoffs, they could be a wild card, right? Because Detroit, I don't see them doing anything this year. Minnesota, no, I don't see them doing much. Packers are going to be Packers. It all depends if Aaron Rodgers decides to be Aaron Rodgers or if he's just going to shit the bed. Who the hell knows? But I could definitely see them playing for like the last position of a wild card or something like that.
They could.
Mm-hmm. That's where I probably see them right now.
I think we missed the Dallas-Arizona game.
Did I miss that? Oh, did I miss Dallas and Arizona? Where is that?
And then J.J. Watt's now with the Arizona Cardinals. That's interesting.
There it is. Okay, so yeah, Dallas and Arizona. Oh my God, Arizona is going to be so much fun to watch this year.
Well, you heard that Chandler Jones once traded from Arizona.
He wants to be traded?
Mm-hmm.
Why does he want out?
Because he's tired of it there.
That's strange. Cliff Kingsbury is pretty new there. You got a new – that's strange. Maybe
yeah.
he just doesn't like the front office maybe?
Anything's possible. Who knows?
Well, I'll have to look more into that one. Chandler Jones, if he leaves that's going to be devastating for that defense. So, stick around. Like what now? Like they have a great team. They got AJ Green now. they got a great team.
Hopkins. They got they still got
Fitzgerald. I don't think he's retired. I don't know. Has he retired or not?
He hasn't made up his mind yet. Yeah.
Of course. I don't think he's made up his mind in 3 years.
True.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's just going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick, and those two are just going to live on forever. I
love Larry Fitzgerald, though. He was always one of my favorites, just because how he played. So.
And he's a great like spokesperson, a great person in general, kind of thing. So the Arizona Dallas game. I guess we might see some drives from Ezekiel Elliott. We're definitely going to see a lot more of the youth from Arizona. So that's I'm going to see how that defense does against Arizona. That's what I'm going to be watching from them. We got on Saturday. Those were the Friday games, by the way. So Saturday's games, these are mostly all the games now. First, we got Miami versus Chicago. We already covered that one. Denver versus Minneapolis. Drew Lock, I believe, is going to be playing in the first game for the Denver Broncos. And then the second game is going to go to Teddy Bridgewater.
I like Teddy Bridgewater over Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Teddy Bridgewater, he's a former first-round pick, right? So.
Yeah, and he didn't do bad in Carolina. He didn't do bad for the Saints. He didn't do bad for the Minnesota Vikings. Why not start him?
We'll find out. It all depends. Like first Drew, it's gonna be first Drew Lock. Second game, it's I can hear an alarm going off in my neighbor's house.
That's funny.
Sorry, I just got the window open there. I think, yeah, it's. I was just making sure it's not one of my alarms or something like that. Yeah, so Drew Lock is going to be starting for this game. Just a little note on that one. New Orleans is going to be taking on Baltimore.
Baltimore's going to be good this year. They did pretty well this offseason too.
Mm-hmm. Baltimore's wide receiver, I think their first round wide receiver is dealing with an injury right now.
Rashad Bateman. Yeah.
Rashad Bateman, I think he's going to be out.
They picked up Justin Houston from the Colts about a couple weeks ago.
So, they picked up Justin Houston. That should help them out a little bit too.
Yeah, their defense. So.
Okay. So that's interesting. So I'm guessing we're going to see the more youth from Baltimore. I want to see who's going to be the quarterback for the Saints. I don't know if it's going to be Jameson Winston or if it's going to be Tyson Hill. It's going to be interesting who's going to get some playing time in that game. That's what we're going to look for in that one.
Yeah.
Next, we got the Cleveland Browns against Jacksonville.
I'm impressed with Cleveland. Cleveland did fantastic this offseason.
Mm-hmm. They've been the biggest hype for the past two seasons or something like that when it comes to the talent, right? So
yep. I think they're back. That coach is really good for that team.
Last year, it proves that they can start being contenders again, and it's going to be really fun.
And Baker Mayfield did not do that bad, actually. He did pretty decent. So,
well, they put him around great players, great defense as well. They had great defense.
And then they're getting OBJ back this year too, so that'll help out a little bit too.
Yeah. So the Cleveland Browns have been the past 2 seasons. They've been one of the most hyped up teams, right? So let's see if they make it all the way this year. Jacksonville, obviously, Trevor Lawrence is going to be the biggest hype.
I think Trevor Lawrence will do pretty decent for Jacksonville, actually. I think, and you got to watch Tim Tebow. What's he going to do at tight end down there?
I totally forgot that they signed him again. The only reason why he's on the team is because he's familiar with the coach. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it. And friggin'. Was it Des Bryant is out there saying I'm not on it? Or no, one of the team. It's him. Yeah, I think it was Des Bryant that says, I'm just saying this right now. It took me a long time for somebody to notice me, but Tim Tebow is 35 and he gets signed just because he's friends with the coach.
I don't know why Baltimore didn't re-sign Des Bryant. He didn't do bad for them last year.
I really need to see Baltimore be more Lamar Jackson cannot do everything all by himself. Nope. So if he doesn't do it everything, you gotta make it the Baltimore Ravens and not Lamar Jackson, right? So if he spreads the ball and be's a team player with spreading the ball, going to their weapons that they have, Marquise Brown, they'll be fine. But if he just holds on to the ball and does his running game the entire game,
they got Sammy Watkins too,
Sammy Watkins, right? So, so just make sure he's got to make sure you can't make it about Lamar Jackson. It's got to be about the team this year. I guess
right.
Then we've got Cincinnati against Tampa Bay.
Tampa's going to be good again this year. I'm sorry. They're just, as much as I freaking hate Tom Brady, they're still going to be good.
Yeah, they didn't lose anybody, right? So it's going to be the same exact team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and Cincinnati, obviously, we're going to see how Joe Burrow is going to. I think he's back now, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to see.
They got a better offensive line this offseason. They got Riley Reef, which was huge.
I think they drafted somebody in the first round, I think, as well. I think I remember.
And then they got Kerrigan too from the Redskins too for their defense. That wasn't too bad of a pickup either.
All right. So Cincinnati, it's going to be another young year for them. It's all about
I
them.
give them another 2 more. I give it 2 more years, and they'll be back. They should be okay.
With that division the way it is, it's stacked. So
I think that division's tough. I mean, you got to look at there's Cleveland, there's Baltimore, there's Pittsburgh. Those teams are probably are more consistent in that division.
Yeah, so I don't see Cincinnati doing too much this year. It's just too young. They need to put some meat on.
Right?
They got to put some meat on for the next few years, kind of like. New York Jets against the New York Giants. I think
both teams improved. Both teams.
As a Jets fan, we all know that it's going to be Zach Wilson. Everybody's going to be keeping an eye on, right? So
I like that quarterback. He is incredible.
We've got a lot of youth around us, so now it's just if they break out and be good players or not, right?
Corey Davis was a great pickup for you guys this offseason.
Corey Davis. We've got Michael Carter as our running back. That I'm going to be watching him a lot because I want to see. I'm a big fan of the ground and pound running game, the old school New York Jets style from the Rex Ryan era, where they just right out the gut.
I remember that. Yeah.
I want to see the Jets go back to those days where it was ground and pound football. Michael Carter. I want to see him be a thumper or something like that.
I think he's going to be a great coach for you, Robert Saleh. I think he was a great hire.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are motivated to be around him as well. So,
yeah, that makes a difference. So,
and we'll see if Zach Wilson's going to be a bust or not. We'll find out if that one throw from that training camp is going to be the rise or fall of Zach Wilson.
Right.
We'll find out if he's just all talk or show. The Giants, Saquon Barkley's back, so he's probably going to get some playing time, right? So he's going to play a little bit healthy.
Then they got Kenny Galladay this offseason, too. That was huge for their –
Daniel Jones.
And then they got Kyle Rudolph, too.
They got Kyle Rudolph because they need that security blanket with Evan Ingram. You usually get injury prone, right? So
yeah.
But Daniel Jones, this needs to be the year he does.
He's got to break out, Daniel Jones. Otherwise,
he's gone.
He's gone, and they're going to go get a new quarterback. Sorry.
Yeah. What? This is his third year or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. With that division sucking so much last year, he's got to step his game up, or else he's not going to have a job.
Yep.
So that's going to see is how the offense does, because I need to see the Giants do something this year, or else they're just going to plummet again. All right. Who else we got here? We got
Houston, Green Bay.
Yeah, I usually start with the game and then you usually just say something after.
Oh no.
You don't know what to say about this game?
I think Green Bay is going to win that game. The Texans are it's like a build, I think they're going to bomb the season as much as
Houston looks like they're probably going to be the worst team this year.
Honestly, I think Deshaun Watson, no wonder why he went out. I'd be the same way. I'm like, bye-bye. I don't want nothing to do with you.
And from what they're saying, Deshaun Watson, I don't think is going to be playing any preseason games. From what they're saying, I don't think they're saying anything about it. From what I'm hearing, he's probably not going to play any preseason games. So
the rumors that the Eagles want to trade for him, actually.
Yeah, I've been hearing those rumors for a while now. So and for Green Bay, Jordan Love is going to be the one that's going to be starting. He's going to get there. He's going to be playing most of the game. And I want to see what Jordan Love's been doing behind the scenes for the past few years, right?
Yeah.
I want to see this shocking first round Jordan Love pick and see if he's going to be the savior and take over Aaron Rodgers' job and everything like that.
Right.
Or is it going to be one of the stupidest picks I have ever seen in NFL draft history. I have no idea how that's going to turn out to be.
Right?
Yeah. So it's either Jordan Love, you got to play well this year and make a name for yourself, because this is his tryout for other teams as well, trying to pitch for him, right? So his rookie contract is going to be coming up within a couple of years or something like that, and he's going to get offers if he plays well in preseason football. I can tell you that. We've seen that with Nick Foles, right? We saw that with Matt Flynn way back in the day with him with the Eagles or something. So this is the opportunity that when these players will not get opportunities for a couple of years or something like that, other teams, they'll try and make offers for them. So Jordan Love, I want to see what he does. All right. We only got a few more games here, and then we're going to sign off and give our final thoughts. Kansas City against San Francisco.
I'm interested to see how Trey Lance plays in this game. I like Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be and Jimmy Garoppolo might get like a couple snaps or something like that.
Probably a couple drives or something like that. Maybe nothing too big or anything, but
Jordan Love is definitely going to be the one that everybody's going to be keeping an eye on, because like you said during our pre-show, he might get the starting job.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to be the one to look at, and then
probably Mahomes won't play this game. They'll probably just let him sit out.
Kansas City is going to be Kansas City. I'm going to see what Kansas City has for their
you know.
They got too many good starters. I don't think any of those players will ever get a chance to play this year. The offensive line is the only thing I'm going to be looking at. See how they're protected.
That's pretty much it for me on that game. So. And Seattle and Las Vegas.
We have a couple. We got this Seattle and Las Vegas. As a Seattle, I'm not. I'm not really looking forward to this season. You know, I honestly think Seattle's going to have a big drop off this year. In fact, I think they might even come last in their division. So that's how far I think Seattle's going to drop. I don't think Seattle did enough in the offseason to make them an impact player or anything like that for Super Bowl contender. I'll see what's available for Seattle.
And the Raiders are the Raiders. Come on.
Well, the Raiders, they do have some young pieces that they've tried added in that, right? Like their first round pick was a guard or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I guess their focus is probably going to protect the line, like Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally we get to the last game, which is Sunday, Carolina against your Colts.
Yeah, I that should be a pretty decent game, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Sam Elliott. It's kind of impressed me. I've been watching a lot of his camp stuff, on tape and stuff. Mm-hmm. He's really impressed me. So Jacob Eason, both those guys have looked pretty decent, actually.
It's been a little buzz for them because with the Carson Wentz injury, it gives them both an opportunity.
Jacob Eason is a capable starter. I think he's really, really good, actually. He's impressed me.
We'll get to see him on Sunday, how he does, and see if he impresses me. I want to see if I'm impressed by some of these backs that they've got out there. Sure. And for Carolina, we all know that Sam Darnold is the new piece there. So I guess we're gonna see how Sam Darnold does.
McCaffrey back, so that'll be helpful for them too this year. So.
Now he's just coming off an injury as well from last year. You don't want to overwork McCaffrey where he gets hurt in preseason, right? Just throw him in for maybe some plays or something like that, and then probably just rest him. You don't want to get him hurt. That's the main thing, because that's what hurt them last year.
I think we missed a game, the Chargers and the Rams. That'll be a decent one.
Oh, yeah, the LA, because I look LAR and LAC. I keep going by. I got to put bigger text for our script.
I love Justin Herbert. He has impressed me for the get-go. I think he's better than Burrow. He's better than Tua. Tua. He's just better. Like that quarterback is just way better than them.
Everybody was really impressed with Justin Houston last season. So, and then with the Rams, I guess there was a little.
The Rams could be good this year too, and that's another team. Don't sleep on the Rams. Do not sleep on that team.
I think their head coach is on the hot seat this year. So.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Sean McVay. Yeah,
Sean McVay might be on the hot seat this year. So they got to fix their stuff this year. And Donald just fought with a New York Giants player in a joint practice a couple days ago. So you're gonna have your handfuls there, McVay. So good luck to you this year. But other than that, I think we've covered all the upcoming games for this week. Did we miss anything?
No, I think we covered everything.
Mm-hmm. Anything that you're looking for? Any players that you're looking forward to watching this week? Or
I'm looking forward to Sam Ellinger for the Colts. I kind of want to see a little bit more of him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, obviously, to play for that backup role?
Yeah, I kind of want to see who's going to get the backup role eventually. I think it's going to come down to the 3 games. Then we'll have to see who's good and who's not that good, and kind of go from there. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And for me, obviously, as a Jets fan, I have to see what Zach Wilson's all about, right? I got to see what the hype is all about. But I also want to see this Michael Carter guy. Michael Carter.
Oh, he's good. I watched a lot of his games for North Carolina this last year. He was incredible. That guy just would run the football. He kind of was like the run and the pound and run kind of quarterback, running back.
And as I was getting a phone call in the middle, it starts to mess up, right? Sorry about that, but we basically covered everything. Thank you very much, Sarah, for joining back on the panel.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everybody, for joining this episode of the Week 1 pre-show of the Sideline Study. Make sure if you guys want to support us, go to patreon.com/HeyYouProductions, or you can go get a t-shirt at belowthecollar.com/CoopTheComedian. There's Sarah's face right here somewhere.
I think there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out the animation series on Hey You Productions if you guys have not seen it. It's really fun. 4 episodes. Any last words there?
No, I think we're good. I think we covered everything. So
excellent. Well, I look forward to another great season with all of you out there. I look forward to another season with you, Sarah.
Yep, me too. I'm excited.
On the panel, and we'll end it from there. And thank you, everybody, for being part of this episode of the Sideline Study for preseason Week 1, 2010. And we'll see you guys next. Thanks, Sarah.
Have a good night, y'all.
See you, everybody.